Welcome to the Civil War Collectible Channel. My name is stevemnsn, and I am the Civil War Guru. And today I have in here for evaluation is a wonderful French cannon. This is a smoothbore 12-pounder. Now I have my assistant guru sitting on there so that you can get a feel on how big this thing is. It's roughly 9 foot long. It's got a 5-inch trunnion on each side in diameter. This thing weighs approximately 4,000 pounds. It was made in Liege, the factory in Paris, right outside of Paris. There's actually a pair, an identical pair of these, are at Fort McHenry, where the Star-Spangled Banner was pinned. So this is a wonderful War of 1812 period cannon. The back of it's dated, embossed on the back of it is 1812. It's serial numbered on top. You got the factory, foundry, forge numbers on top of the barrel. And again, I got the guru sitting there, little guru, to give you an idea of the size of this thing. We had a heck of a time moving it, but we got it in here, and there's some parts underneath of it. They're going to put it back on a garrison carriage, which is, it looks like a naval carriage, except it's a little larger. And by the time it's up on that carriage, it'll be about, the barrel will be about waist high, a little taller. And this is a tremendous cannon. And you can see why the walls on the forts were 5, 6, 10 foot thick. Because when this thing was shooting at you, you had some serious problems. But it's wonderful condition. And it's iron. And this was in 1812. This was the Cadillac of weapons when it comes to artillery. And this was used on the ships and used in these forts, earthen and brick. And you very seldom get a chance to see a true dated cannon. And this one is, like, again, is embossed to the back, and we'll get that here in a second. And it's a smoothbore, and it shot canister, grape, and anything that they could, get down the barrel. But this thing had a range of, I'd say a minimum of 2 miles. And it's just a wonderful piece of history. So we have a gentleman that's restoring this, and I asked him if he'd be kind enough to let us get it on tape so some of our viewers can have a look at it and get up and close and personal these things, because you don't get to do this. And, the old guru's got a little way to bend people's arms and twist them to where they'll let us get up close and personal on some of these things. So here's one that you just don't see, and it's a little out of the Civil War genre. But the ones up at Fort Henry, they've been there since 1812, and they were there during the Civil War. So these things were used throughout, and including the Civil War, until they changed over in the 1870s and 80s and 90s to cartridge shooting artillery. So this is a great piece of history. And so we're going to get up here and get close. Little guru, give them a wave out there to your friends there in France and Argentina and Peru and United States and Canada and all points south, north, east, and west. And we'll get this music going. And I guess if we were going to value this thing, we might, always like to put a value on it, because people say, well, what's something like that worth? This in this condition, these will bring about $20,000. And the carriage, to build a carriage for this thing is about $7,000, $8,000. It's not cheap to build a carriage, because they got to reconstruct all the iron and the hardware, etc., and the wheels. So these things are real working in progress thing to get it back to its original glory. But these gentlemen are going to do it. So from the Civil War Guru, have a great day. All right, now